warms our hearts and exemplifies the beautiful characteristics of the Prophet ﷺ, as mentioned in the hadith. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Jarir Mahmud, and for today I would like to talk to you about how the Prophet ﷺ would interact with kids. First of all, the Prophet ﷺ had the best behaviors among us all. He would make sure to look directly at the person who he was talking to, or when he would shake his hand with someone, he would make sure to not stop until the other person did. Thus, the Prophet ﷺ was known for his unparalleled kindness and interaction with children, creating an atmosphere filled with joy, affection, and even humor. One of the hadiths that beautifully exemplifies the Prophet's interaction with children is عن أبي هريرة أبصر النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يقبل الحسن فقال إنني عشرة من الولد ما قبلت واحدا منهم فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إنه من لا يرحم ولا يرحم, which means Abu Hurairah reported that Al-Qam Habis saw Allah's apostle kissing Hassan, the Prophet's son. He said, I have 10 children and I have never kissed one of them. Whereupon Allah's Messenger ﷺ replied, he who does not show mercy towards his children will have no mercy shown to him. This shows the importance of making sure to acknowledge kids and to love them. Without this, kids can feel a sense of loneliness and feel astray. This also emphasizes the idea of being kind and just towards your children. When you brought your children around the Prophet ﷺ, he would do everything but ignore them. He would play with them. He would talk to them. And that helped each one of the children develop their connection, especially to the masjid. He talked about making the children love the masjid. And going to the masjid and seeing the kind develop, especially if there's a sweet imam or a kind imam. And in the cause of the Prophet ﷺ being the imam, your child wants to go see the Prophet ﷺ because they know that the Prophet is going to give them something. They know that the Prophet is going to be playful with them. They know that the Prophet is going to talk to them. So that's really part of the culture that the Prophet is setting up with his community. Anas said, he used to mix with us so much that he would ask a little brother of mine, Ya Abu Humayr, ma fa'ala al-Humayr. I had a younger brother named Abu Humayr, and he had a little word, al-Humayr. And the Prophet ﷺ, whenever he saw him, he would ask him about his pet bird. He would take interest in him. The Prophet ﷺ would ask them about their interests. He would talk to them about how far they've gone in their game, about how things are going in the sports, or whatever it may be that they're doing. Teaching through stories and examples. The Prophet ﷺ also recognized the importance of teaching through stories and examples, as he often did this in a way that captivated the imagination of children. His words were not only instructive, but also engaging. Through these stories, he conveyed valuable life lessons, while ensuring that the children were enthralled and eager to learn. By making the learning process enjoyable, he fostered a love for knowledge and wisdom in their young hearts. In conclusion, the Prophet Muhammad's interaction with children, as described in the hadith, provide us with a beautiful template for nurturing the next generation. The Prophet would joke with the kids. He would gather the kids in a circle where he would talk to the kids. The Prophet took the kids as friends, and because of his worthiness, the Prophet took him as a friend as well. His playfulness, kind words, affection, sense of humor, and ability to teach through stories and examples all reflects his deep love for children and his understanding of their needs. As we strive to follow his example, let us remember the importance of connecting with our younger ones on a personal level, fostering the environment of love, love, and learning. By doing so, we can ensure that the legacy of the Prophet ﷺ lives on. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.